Thank you so much for listening to Rewiring Health. Before we dive into the episode, I want to share some exciting news. In January 2025, I'm going to be launching the Infinite Self Circle. This is a membership community where women just like you who have spent years abandoning themselves, spent years putting themselves last, prioritizing others' needs before their own, and silencing themselves in the process, who have dealt with health impacts of stress by living like this, are ready to step into the new version of themselves. This is a membership community where you will gain support from other women just like you who are wanting more in their life, wanting to feel fulfilled, a sense of purpose in their life, and feel like they have a sense of calm and inner peace for maybe the first time in a long time. If this resonates with you, I invite you to check out Infinite Self Circle. There are so many sayings around how important it is to be mindful and present of the current moment. One common one is that yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. But what if you've ever had this moment where you're looking at your kids playing or you're staring at this beautiful sunset and it's just really hard to be in that moment? You're replaying everything that maybe happened during the day. You're anticipating all the things that you have to get done or you're worried about tomorrow. And you have this tug of war going on in your head where you want to be present. You want to fully enjoy these moments that you know are fleeting and you know that are just really special, and you can see that in front of you, but you're struggling to actually feel like you're present. You're struggling to actually feel calm in yourself, to allow yourself to savor the moment right in front of you. I know I've had so many of these moments in my life where I would be sitting in this beautiful place and I struggled to actually enjoy it. I remember one in particular where we were on our honeymoon in Hawaii on the beach in Maui, and it was just absolutely picturesque. But I was so in my head at that time, just worrying about so many things that were so unnecessary to worry about at that time. But I couldn't seem to turn my mind off. It just kept going and going. And I was so frustrated with myself because I knew how precious this time was and I knew how beautiful it was. I could see it outside, just how gorgeous this environment was. But yet I was so in my head and had a really, really difficult time being mindful. This even happened this past weekend. I'm watching my kids play and I'm thinking about all the things that I need to get done. And no matter how much we progress and evolve, there's still these times where we can struggle to be mindful and struggle to feel like we're actually enjoying the moment. And so for me, the difference between where I was several years ago during my honeymoon and where I am today is that now I have practices that help me bring me back into that present moment, to feel like I can actually enjoy it and capture those moments within my heart and not just let them go. I'm so much more aware of when my mind is just going, and I'm able to have this ability to pull myself back. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So if you have ever struggled with this, where you feel like your mind is just going a million miles an hour, and you can cognitively see that what you're experiencing in front of you is a beautiful moment, or you just want to feel like your mind is quiet to enjoy just a sense of peace. Maybe you're just sitting on your front porch and you just want to enjoy that moment and just watch the clouds go by and not have a care in the world, but your monkey mind just keeps on playing. If you've ever felt that, I'm going to give you a practice today that's super quick and will help you bring yourself back into the present moment. I know when I was struggling with this so many years ago and had no practice, but I knew that how important it was. I kept forcing myself to be like, just get in here now, like focus on this now, and trying to force it on myself cognitively. And if you've ever done that, you know that doesn't work. The more you resist it, the more it persists. And that was my experience. So I got very frustrated sometimes when people are like, just be mindful, just enjoy the moment. And I felt like they didn't quite understand how difficult that can be for some of us. But what made the huge difference in this was actually tuning into my body rather than trying to force my mind to think differently or be aware of different things. And so I want to share this practice with you right now. And again, it's something you can do just at 5 minutes, just to help center yourself, bring yourself back to this present moment, and feel like you actually can be mindful and enjoy what is in front of you. And the first one is you're going to take 3 deep breaths. As you do these breaths, you're going to breathe in your nose, hold it for a moment, and then fully exhale very slowly. And as you exhale, you're just going to give it an extra little squeeze. And what that's doing, it's a vagal breath. It's going to help relax your nervous system, bring it back into a more parasympathetic response. And that is where we can rest, digest, restore. It's that place where we can actually feel like we can be mindful. So we'll go through the 3 breaths and then I'm going to take you on to the next step. So breathe in your nose, hold, slowly exhale. Give it a little squeeze, fully breathe out all that air and hold. We're going to do that again. Breathe in your nose, hold, slowly exhale. Squeeze that air. And then we're going to do one more. Breathe in your nose, hold, slowly exhale. Squeeze out the air. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to take your focus onto your 5 senses. So I want you to bring your focus into your body and notice what you first see. So looking around your environment, just notice what you see in a very neutral aspect. Maybe you see a car, maybe you see books, pens, maybe you see a keyboard in front of you. Just notice your environment. Next, what I want you to do is just tune into what do you hear? So do you hear some white noise from a fan that's going? Do you hear kids that are laughing? I know I can hear my kids downstairs right now giggling. Do you hear birds outside? Do you hear engines running? Whatever it is, just tune into your sense of hearing. And then next, what I want you to tune into is what you smell. So whatever it is in your environment, maybe you're wearing perfume right now and you can smell your perfume. Maybe you have a diffuser going, you're smelling that, or you just happen just notice whatever's in the air. Again, just tune into that. And then I want you to notice what you taste. So again, just tuning into that. Maybe you're sipping on coffee right now. Maybe you just had lunch an hour ago and you can still taste a little bit of the remnants of it. Whatever it is that you taste, just notice. And then lastly, I want you to tune into what you feel. So if you're sitting right now, you may feel the chair supporting your low back and your butt. You may feel your feet on the ground. If you're standing, again, noticing your feet and their placement on the ground, where your weight is distributed. You may feel a cool breeze kind of touching your skin. You may notice the clothes on your skin. Whatever you feel, just tune into your body and allow yourself to fully experience all 5 senses. And as you tune into your senses, next I want you to notice your heart. So you can even place a hand on your heart and just tune into your body, feel your heart beating. And as you feel your heart beating, I want you to think about something that you're grateful for. So it could be a person, it could be a place that you visited, it could be a moment you had, a memory you've had, it could be thinking about someone you love. Whatever it is, I want you to focus on that feeling and sense that feeling of gratitude for whatever it is that you're thinking about. And as you're focusing on that gratitude, you can release the memory that you've thought of, but hold on to the feeling that you feel within your heart. And then take one more deep breath in your nose. Hold, and then slowly exhale. So thank you for joining me in that mindfulness practice, really tuning into your body. And what I want you to do is notice, how do you feel before you started this versus how you feel now? Hopefully you're noticing you may be feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little calmer, a little bit more in the moment that you're in right now. You're able to feel like you're more present with yourself and more connected with yourself. If you don't feel that after doing it once, do not worry. It doesn't mean that it's not working for you. It just means that you may need a little bit more practice in this. Think about how many years maybe that you've not been in tune with yourself. It takes a while to really allow yourself to make that transition into tuning back into yourself. So when we have neglected ourselves, we've ignored our own needs, we've quieted ourselves for so long, and now we start to pay attention to ourselves, it doesn't always happen very quickly, this big transition. But I promise you, if you do just this short practice, anytime you're feeling like you struggle to be mindful or present in the moment, it will truly help transform you and allow you to enjoy these moments in your life, allow you to feel like you're actually living your life, not just anticipating the future and regretting maybe the past or worrying about what didn't happen in the past. It allows you to pull back into the present moment, because that's truly where you can experience joy in life, is when you have the ability to be mindful and to really enjoy the present moment and see everything that's around you. And so I hope this helps you to really allow yourself to have that gift, the gift of the present moment, without trying to force it upon yourself. And when we tune into our bodies, this truly allows us to get into this place where we are within ourselves. We can stand within our frame. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you found that this has helped you, share it with a friend. If you know someone who is always saying, I'm so busy, I don't have time for this, to even enjoy my life, or they feel like they're constantly on the go, that could be the biggest gift to them, to allow them to go through this practice. It only takes a few minutes, but it makes a tremendous difference in your life. So thank you so much for being here today, and I hope this helps.